and welcome to part 3 of Bogart. I hope you enjoyed part 1 and part 2. So after this, this video brings us to the end of Bogart. So I'm going to start reading now. He combed his hair backwards, screwed up his eyes, and he spoke very nearly like Harrison. Damn it, Bogart had said, and he became very like Rex Harrison. You may as well tell us everything right away. Bogart showed his teeth and laughed in a twisted, cynical way. Sure, I'll tell, he said, and got up and stuck his thumbs inside his waistband. Sure, I'll tell everything. He lit a cigarette, leaned back in such a way that the smoke got into his eyes, and, squinting, he drawled out his story. He had got a job on a ship and had gone to British Guyana. There he had deserted and gone into the interior. He had become a cowboy on the Rupununi, smuggled things, he didn't say what, into Brazil, and had gathered some girls from Brazil and taken them to Georgetown. He was running the best brothel in the town when the police treacherously took his bribes and arrested him. It was a high-class place, he said. No bums, judges and doctors and big-shot civil servants. What happened? Ed was asked. Jail? How you so stupid? Had asked. Jail when the man here with we? But why you people so stupid? Why you don't let the man talk? But Bogart was offended and refused to speak another word. From then on, the relationship between these men changed. Bogart became the Bogart of the films. Hat became Harrison, and the morning exchange became this. Bogart, shut up, Hat. Bogart now became the most feared man in the street. Even Bigfoot was said to be afraid of him. Bogart drank and swore and gambled with the best. He shouted rude remarks at girls walking by themselves in the street. He brought a hat and pulled down the brim over his eyes. He became a regular sight, standing against the high concrete fence of his yard, hands in his pockets, one foot jammed against the wall, and an eternal cigarette in his mouth. Then he disappeared again. He was playing cards with the gang in his room, and he got up and said, I'm going to the latrine. They didn't see him for 4 months. When he returned, he had grown a little fatter, but he had become more aggressive. His accent was now pure American. To complete the imitation, he began being expansive towards children. He called out to them in the streets and gave them money to buy gum and chocolate. He loved stroking their heads and giving them good advice. The 3rd time he went away and came back, he gave a great party in his room for all the children, or kids as he called them. He bought cases of Solo and Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola and about a bushel of cakes. Then Sergeant Charles, the policeman who lived up Miguel Street at number 45, came and arrested Bogart. Don't act tough, Bogart, Sergeant Charles said. But Bogart failed to take the cue. What happening, man? I ain't do nothing, Sergeant Charles told him. There was a little stir in the papers. The charge was bigamy, but it was up to Hat to find out all the inside details that the newspapers never mentioned. You see, Hat said on the pavement that evening, the man leave his first wife in Tunapuna and come to Port of Spain. They couldn't have children. He remained here feeling sad and small. He go away, find a girl in Caroni, and he give she a baby. In Caroni, they don't make joke about that sort of thing, and Bogart had to get married to the girl. But why he leave she, Ed was asked? To be a man among we men. And that brings us to the end of the story. I really hope you enjoyed it. Thanks so much for listening.